Welcome and thank you for joining us today. I'm Jocelyn Schifferdecker.
And I'm Eden Jones here on UCentral News.
A major victory in the fight against the opioid epidemic. The FDA is now one step closer to making the antidote Narcan much more accessible to the public.
And CNN correspondent Mike Valerio explains why this would save countless lives.
Where's your Narcan at?
Take a look at Narcan in action. Police in Cannon City, Colorado, saving a woman's life with 4 doses.
Oh, there you go. There we go.
Narcan works by blocking the effects of opiates on the brain for up to about 90 minutes, helping to restore breathing long enough to call an ambulance.
All voting members are in favor.
Now, the FDA is taking steps to improve access to the potentially life-saving drug. 2 advisory committees voted unanimously in favor of making a nasal spray version of Narcan available over the counter.
It's this thing that you want to have in your home for safety, and you hope never to have to use it.
The final decision will be up to FDA Commissioner Dr. Robert Califf. Right now, Narcan is available in many pharmacies with or without a prescription, but it's kept behind the counter. If approved, you could soon find it in vending machines, grocery stores, and gas stations across the country.
We really want to lower any and all barriers to having this life-saving medication on hand when the crisis happens.
The FDA says it's working with companies to simplify directions on the label to make it as easy as possible to use.
I strongly encourage anyone who is concerned that they might see an overdose to get a kit. You can save a life.
I'm Mike Valerio reporting.
And last year, opioid overdoses were responsible for over 100,000 deaths in America. And it has been another windy day here on campus.
Oh, for sure. That wind is, whew, and the temperatures are actually supposed to drop. Amber, what can you tell us?
That wind has been kind of, it's been a lot. It's been a lot, especially today and a little bit of overnight and earlier this morning, because that wind came in yesterday, later last night. But we'll get into those temperatures right now. It's currently 38 degrees outside right now with a feeling like it's 27 degrees out. So it feels pretty chilly, and it's because of that breeze currently. Now, for our weather headlines for today, we're going to be discussing the windy temperatures that we are currently seeing with some high-low temperatures that we will be seeing throughout the week as well, and then future sunny forecasts. So that kind of cloudiness will go away eventually. Now, the current conditions across the state, it is 38 up in Oklahoma City, 34 up in Woodward, 33 up in Guyman, and Idabel is 49. Back to you.
Thank you, Amber. And commuters will need to take care today heading home. Those driving near Northwest Street and Pennsylvania Avenue might have to reroute due to a closed intersection. Those closures are for the milling operations that are planned to be completed before rush hour traffic today.
And an update on construction around campus. Construction on 2nd and Bryant is anticipated to be completed in August this year. It began in May of 2022. The project consists of adding dual left turn lanes and a single right turn lane for all 4 directions. New signal lights will be added, as well as new water and sanitary lines.
And the city of Edmond is encouraging its citizens to dispose of their fats, oils, and grease, or FOG, properly as to not cause sewer backups in your home, into the streets, or streams. On their website, they list ways to properly dispose of your FOG so you don't have a cleanup nightmare. For more information, go to edmondok.gov.
And students have a resource here on campus that is handy to know about on cold days like today. UCentral's Natalie Bailey has the story.
If you've been in Thatcher Hall recently, you may have noticed the clothing racks full of winter gear and warm garments outside of the center. These clothes are available for students who need them, and Paige Jones, the organizer of the UCO clothing closet, was able to explain how the closet was able to organize a coat drive in order to meet the needs of students.
We had a few coats, but a lot of them came, and winter came really early this year, and so we didn't have enough in the right sizes to give them all one, which is why I started the coat drive before winter break, so that way they could get coats before we went on winter break and they could have them.
The closet also provided students with other types of winter gear as well.
Whenever I did the coat drive, I asked for anything that could be under the sun of that. So coats, blankets, scarves, gloves, anything that will keep someone warm.
Donations are still needed, especially in a variety of different sizes.
Then with sizes, we'll take any sizes, but I really try to get plus sizes as well, because that seems to be excluded from donations, and I want to make sure we have stuff for everyone.
Students can drop off any donations in the clothing closet during its operational hours. From Edmond, Natalie Bailey, UCentral News.
Thank you, Natalie. And the closet is not just open to students, but also available to the public.
And if you're interested in submitting to the Liberal Arts Student Symposium, the deadline has been extended. Submissions are now being accepted until February 24th, which is next week. And once winners are announced, $1,300 in prize money will be awarded across multiple categories. And while we've entered this spring semester with a new interim president.
That's right, and we have the first interview with him. UCentral's Isabel Contreras tells us what he has planned for the school.
I'm really proud to be here.
Since being announced as the new interim president, Benton has been focusing on helping UCO transition to having a new president.
I think I came in to kind of calm the waters. Transition is always hard. So bring in the guy who's known to care about students and likes to solve problems.
Benton said he currently does not have a master plan, but his mantra includes increasing enrollment and making relationships with the campus and the community.
You can't make students come here. You can work really hard to make it an interesting place and a place that would attract them because it's going to give them a great education. My present focus is to boost enrollment.
Benton also said the campus sparkles in ways that it did not 20 to 30 years ago, and describes the quality of the faculty as really strong and solid.
I'm so proud to see what UCO's become since I left in 1983. I'm grateful for the really good people that I've met here and the goodwill that I sense all over the campus, from athletics to the sciences. I like showing off the campus and telling your story. I just hope that I'm telling you right.
Reporting from Edmond, Oklahoma, Isabel Contreras, UCentral News.
Thanks, Isabel. And it has definitely been colder today than it was earlier in the week. When we come back, Amber Poston will let you know when you can expect the weather to warm up.
Believe in the power of possibility, to always move forward, but never forget where I came from, to value.
Feel the beat of nature at a park or forest near you. Find a forest and music inspired by nature at discovertheforest.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Found my heart out there in the open. Trees make you feel smaller. Can't help but get lost.
Welcome Welcome back to UCentral, guys. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Amber Post, and we're going to be getting into those windy temperatures with some pretty good looking sunny skies in the next coming up weeks. But for right now, it is 38 degrees outside, but it feels like it is 27 because of those winds we are having across campus. I was feeling quite cold outside earlier, and I was running across campus with a jacket on because it was quite cold out there. Now we're going to get into our headlines right now. It is currently windy outside, and we're going to be discussing our highs and low temperatures that we will be seeing this week and part of next week as well in future sunny skies. So those cloudy skies and really rainy skies will be going away, but we may see a little bit more in the next upcoming week. Now, 38 degrees currently up in Oklahoma City, 36 up in Enid, 35 up in Ponca City, and Miami is 45 degrees right now. So for tonight, it is 21 degrees and there's going to be 0 chance of rain, so that's good. But the humidity will be a little bit higher and those winds will not be going away. So if you will be out, make sure you're careful walking across campus or driving home because the winds can kind of push your car around. So just be careful out there. Now tonight it's going to be 21 up in Oklahoma City, and up in the north you're going to be seeing some single digits like in Guyman, so 4 degrees. Enid will be 10 degrees, 17 up in Ponca City, and 21 up in Miami. And that is because it is currently snowing up in Kansas right now. Now for tomorrow, those temperatures will be a little bit higher than they will be today. So those sunny skies will be coming back tomorrow. So 49 up in Oklahoma City, 40 up in Enid, 52 up in Woodward. Ardmore is 50 degrees and Idabel is 51 degrees as well. Now we're going to be discussing our headlines or the daily forecast that we have been seeing since this morning. So 29 degrees this morning and 38 degrees right now and earlier this afternoon, and then 21 degrees tonight. Now, looking at our 7-day forecast, you see those beautiful temperatures. After Sunday, 60s and 70s in February. That's crazy. That feels like spring weather right there. But next Wednesday, it may have a little bit of a chance of rain. So I'll be keeping you updated with that. But you're seeing those temperatures rise throughout the week, and those cooler temperatures will be going away. Back to you.
Those 60s and 70s sound so good. Stay tuned, Broncos. UCentral's Lauren Henry is bringing us the updates we need to know in the social media world. That's next.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
In the land of wonder and awe, you won't believe you see what you saw. Where there's something to do for young and for old, where stories are written and then they're retold. Visit travelok.com today. Come see for yourself and come out to play.
I'm Lauren Henry, bringing you everything you need to know to stay in the social media loop. The internet has gotten its hands on newly unsealed emails between Jeffrey Epstein and former J.P. Morgan executive Jess Staley. The contents of the emails were released in an Epstein-related lawsuit with J.P. Morgan. Over the years, the pair exchanged thousands of emails back and forth using code words like Snow White and Beauty and the Beast, which has led to many speculations about the real meaning behind them. And YouTube CEO Susan Wojcicki has announced that she is stepping down from her position. After working for the company for nearly a decade, Wojcicki stated in a blog post that she is shifting her focus to family, health, and personal projects. The current chief and product officer, Neil Mohan, will be taking her place. And speaking of YouTube, rapper and artist Drake recently starred in an interview with his son Adonis.
Do you think if you had a better dad, you'd be able to read?
This is my better dad.
This is the first time Drake's son has been interviewed, and clips from it can be seen all over the internet. Caleb Presley chatted with the boy about his life and his father. The full interview and others can be watched on the YouTube channel Sunday Conversations. And if there's any Celine Dion fans out there, you might want to check out the new movie Love Again. CNN's David Daniel has more.
It's been 2 years since you passed, and I still can't believe it.
Who is sending me these texts?
Every morning I open my eyes hoping I'll still see you.
I must have that boyfriend's number.
That's super sad.
I think they're nice.
A journalist's new number once belonged to a woman's fiancé. When he falls for her texts, he seeks the advice of his latest interview subject, a certain singing superstar. Priyanka Chopra Jonas, Sam Heughan, and Celine Dion star in Love Again, featuring new music from Dion. The romantic drama opens in theaters May 12th.
In other movie news, Marvel's Ant-Man Quantumania is out now. This is the third movie in the Ant-Man franchise that fans have been waiting for since 2018. The movie hits theaters tonight and will be available for viewing in both 3D or IMAX. And I don't know about you guys, but I don't keep up with any of the Marvel movies, so I don't really know what's going on with Ant-Man.
See, I'm a big Marvel fan, but I've actually never seen the Ant-Man movies, so
Okay.
I think I need to get on
Oh no,
that.
I've been waiting for this since high school. And what's really interesting with this movie is Ant-Man's actually fighting Kane, who's going to be the main villain in the next big Avenger movie. So if you like the main Avenger movies with all the characters, but you haven't really seen the individual storylines, this might be a good one to check
Good for the
out. So you
plot
can,
line.
yeah.
I might just make my way to the movie theater.
Just so you know what's going on.
I think I agree.
But stay with us. Peyton Scott gives us our sports update next.
Feel the beat of nature at a park or forest near you. Find a forest and music inspired by nature at discovertheforest.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
back, Bronco fans. I'm Peyton Scott, and this is your Thursday Sports Report. Central Oklahoma fell 5-4 to Oklahoma Baptist in a home non-conference game last night. Oklahoma Baptist got a fast 2-0 lead in the top of the first inning. UCO would answer back. Aiden Proctor drew a one-out walk, stole a base, and scored on a Seth Gray single to right field to cut the lead in half. OBU came back with one more in the top of the second and another in the top of the fourth to take a 4-1 lead. Gray and Proctor helped again in the fifth. Proctor drew a walk again, stole second, and scored on Gray's ground out to make it 4-2. The Broncos came back to tie the game in the seventh. OBU would get on top in the top of the ninth to put the game away. A leadoff hit by pitch was followed by a single, then a balk. A wild pitch from Jacob Bailey allowed the winning run to score. UCO is now 7-2 after 2.5 weeks of play, having debuted at number 13 in the NCBWA Top 25 earlier Wednesday. Onto the hardwood. The UCO women's basketball team beat Rogers State 78-69 last night in Edmond at Hamilton Fieldhouse. Aaliyah Lazan was a big reason for Central's success, having a sensational all-around performance with 12 rebounds, 11 points, and 6 steals and 5 assists. While playing all 40 minutes, Brooke Rayner would also add a game-high 23 points with 8 assists, while Aspen Williston made 8 of 12 shots and 19 points, a 8-rebound outing as the Broncos prevailed for their second straight win. UCO improved to 9-14 overall and 6-13 in the Mid-American Intercollegiate Athletics Association. The Broncos close out their home schedule Saturday, hosting in-state rival Northeastern State at 1:30 p.m. The number 10 Central Oklahoma men's basketball team beat Rogers State 80-73 at Hamilton Fieldhouse last night. Behind Preston Amon and Donquez Dawson's career highs, Amon scored 20 points on 5 of 10 shooting, including 1 3-pointer. He was 9 of 9 from the free throw line, and he had 7 rebounds. Dossie made 6 for 8 to score 20 points, hitting both of his 3-point attempts and all of his 6 free throw attempts. He also made 3 assists and had 2 rebounds. Central Oklahoma is back in action Saturday afternoon for the final home game of the 2022-23 season. The Broncos host the Northeastern State Riverhawks on Saturday at 3:30 p.m. and will honor its senior class before tip-off. The number 6 ranked Central Oklahoma softball team makes its 2023 home debut this weekend when the Broncos play 5 games during the 3-day Raising Cane's Festival at Gary Pinkston Stadium. UCO is 4-2 on the young season and will play at 3:30 p.m. Friday against Arkansas Tech before facing East Central at 6. The Broncos will take on number 16th ranked Southern Arkansas at 3:30 p.m. Saturday, then finish Sunday against Southeastern Oklahoma at 1 and Southwestern Oklahoma at 3:30. UCO will take an extended break after this weekend, not returning to action until hosting Northwestern Oklahoma for a doubleheader on March 1st. That's all for sports today. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Peyton. And don't go anywhere. When we come back, we'll have one last look at weather.
And a sneak peek at a popular villain's first appearance in an upcoming movie. Stay with us.
Feel
the beat of nature at a park or forest near you. Find a forest and music inspired by nature at discovertheforest.org.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
Welcome back. It has definitely been a chilly one today, but Amber, I know you mentioned something about some 60s and 70s. What do you got for us?
There will be some 60s and 70s actually, which will be great because I feel like we've been kind of having this wintry mix for the past couple of weeks and just really interesting weather. So it'll be a nice, relaxing break from this winter weather mix that we have been seeing. So for right now, though, it is quite windy outside, and it is 38 degrees up in Oklahoma City, 36 up in Enid, 35 up in Ponca City, and 41 up in Altus as well. Now tonight, those windy temperatures will be staying with us, so it will be kind of cold outside. So if you're walking around on campus, make sure to be safe and have a coat with you as well. So 21 up in Oklahoma City, 4 degrees up in Guyman, 16 up in Woodward, 21 up in Altus, and 10 degrees up in Enid. The reason why it's so cold up into the north is because it is currently snowing in Kansas. So for right now, we're going to be looking at our 7-day forecast. We are seeing some 30s right now, but if you're looking at these numbers, those numbers will be start to climbing up. Now for next week on Monday, those 60s will be sticking around, and on Tuesday we'll be seeing some 70s, which will look beautiful outside. But make sure on Wednesday that you do have a coat just in case, because we will be keeping you informed just in case it does start raining across campus. Back to you.
All right, and our last story for today, Disney released a new teaser yesterday giving the first look at Ursula in the upcoming live-action film The Little Mermaid. The character can be seen at the very end of the teaser peering over a dark octopus leg. This live action is based off the original animated classic from 1989, and that movie is hitting theaters May 26th. I don't know about you guys, but I am so excited.
That looks amazing.
I'm so excited as well. I can't wait to see everything and
cannot wait.
See all the graphics.
I think that she is beautiful as Ariel.
Absolutely.
Super exciting, but enough of the movie. We actually have a birthday in the studio today.
It's
Who could it
Jocelyn's
be?
birthday!
It's Jocelyn's birthday!
Happy birthday!
22.
Big 22.
Yeah. It's your Taylor Swift year.
It's my Taylor Swift year.
Yes.
Exactly.
May this year bring blessings and love.
Thank you. You guys are
and
so
lots
sweet.
of news.
Yes,
so much news.
We love it. That's all the time we have today.
I'm Amber Poston.
I'm Jocelyn Schifferdecker.
I'm Eden Jones.
And I'm Lauren Henry.
Have a great night.